सुनो मत बोलो. Wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक. किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना. Who asked you live at zero complete level? मौज में रहो, be happy.
Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. When we study scriptures, there are so many statements, so many principles brought out. And if we are not able to understand the import of the statement, what we call technically as Tatparya Nirnay. Tatparya Nirnay in English would be the moral of the story. When stories are told, like there was a crow and there was a fox. So this fox invited the crow for a lunch, and he gave the food in a flat plantain leaf for the crow to eat. Now he was so disgusted. How can I eat like this? Then the crow invited the fox. Come for the dinner. He came. He gave the food in a test tube. Now the fox can't eat. So this is the story. Now take out the import of the statement. Why this is, what is meant by this thing? Instead of understanding this, one gentleman asked me this question. Swamiji, how can crow and fox talk to each other? I said, by the AI language. Now, what is the import of the statement? In the same manner, we are told about this waking world. Satyam vada dharmam chara sadhyayanma pramadaha acharyaya priyam dhanamavritya prajatantum ma vyavachetsi matrudevo bhava pitrudevo bhava. Everything is told. What for? What is the import? What is the Tatparya Nirnay? Why this is said? So here we have to understand Acharyaya priyam dhanamavritya prajatantum ma vyavachetsi. When our Dharma Shastra tells that never retire in life, be active, dynamic till you die. You know, the worst period in one's life is when you are retired and you have nothing to look forward to. You are in the bed and then your sleep is over. Why over? Whole night could not sleep. Old people don't sleep. And then what is there to get up? Even if I get up, then what next? So keep on, tossing on the bed. And no, we have to be so much occupied that if the death comes, I'm sorry, I'm busy. Therefore, never retire in life. Those houses where retired people remain at home and the ladies of those houses ask them, they are fed up. 24/7 standing in front. They go out. Because where to go? There is nothing to look forward to. And therefore, it is said that We have to live our life at the three levels. First is gross body level. Keep occupied dynamic. Number one. Then the second thing comes that we are all expert in blaming others for the problems of our life. Till such time we blame others for the problems of our life, what will be our spiritual practice? Try to improve others. This will never happen. So, a husband approached me and he says, Swamiji, I am so unlucky, my wife is so terrible, I am suffering. But why this is happening in my life? Other people, other husbands' wife are so good. I said, look here, the grass on the other side of the fence is always green. You don't know the truth. Now please tell. I said, look here, for me there is only one solution. Think properly. All problems are created because of incomplete and wrong thinking. There is no other way out. So what to think? I said, look here. Can there be an effect without a cause? He said, no, cause is required. Very good. Now you are suffering. Is this an effect or a cause? This is effect. Yes. Then what must be the cause? You must have tortured her earlier. Therefore, she is taking revenge. No, I have never done anything bad to her. You think, you ask her. But I don't remember. Maybe in this life you might not have done. In the earlier life? But it is gone. I say it may be deleted from your laptop. But in God's laptop it is not deleted. It is still there. Now what should be done? Yes, now this is the right question. Now, stop blaming her for all the problems of your life. Second thing, start living with her in the light of wisdom and understanding. Net result, you will stop complaining, your mind will remain at peace. Therefore, our Maha Mantra is living at zero complaint level. Now, when this is told, last life, this life, next life, what is meant? What is meant is, we are someone other than the body. This is meant. So, what is the moral of the story? Moral of the story is not to talk about Jiva, going to hell and heaven. But we have to understand that what we think ourselves to be as the body, no. We are embodied, functioning through the body. Immediately our attention will change from this gross world of success and failure, and we will be now introvert. And what will be introvertedness? First, we stop blaming everybody. Second thing, then we start to inquire, who is miserable? Is the man miserable or the husband miserable? Between the two, who is reality? Man is, husband becomes. Man is the reality, husband is an illusion. Illusions you cannot improve. Illusions have to be recognized as illusions and go beyond illusions. In this manner, when you start thinking, then the topic of Jiva, the soul, comes. Now from here, we have to go one step further. And for that, in the 17th mantra, Yamaraj told Nachiket, Trinachiketa Triviretya Sandhim Trikarma Kruttarati Janma Mrityu Brahmajanyam Devamidyam Viditva Nichaye Mam Shanti Matyantameti. So we have to understand at the three level, Trinachiketa, Triviretya Sandhim. We have to recognize the life in its totality. Normally, what do we take our life? As a husband, as a father, as a mother, as an in-law, as an outlaw. That's all life? No. Life is a long and very expanded existence. See? Now, behind us is Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi. If you go nearer to the picture, maybe 2 inches distance from the picture, and try to see, will you be able to see it properly? If you go 2 miles away, and from there you want to see the picture, will you be able to see it properly? No. Then what is to be done? Keep an optimum distance. Live with optimum distance in your possessions and relations. Don't go too close. Don't run away from them. How to establish this balance? This balance is whatever we are supposed to do as our obligation, do it. See, friends. And why we do it? It is our need. Nobody needs us. Friends, if you can catch this point, you will never be frustrated in your life. See? When we were not in this world, there was nothing lacking. When we will leave this world, nothing will be lacking. If you don't trust, go and see. There is no need of our presence in this world. And yet, ahankara vimudhatma kartahamiti manyate. We start imagining, because of me, everything is happening. See, friends, therefore, we have to bring ourselves out of the body identification, and that is called as the jiva or the soul. Now, the soul is the doer. Body doesn't do anything. Body doesn't experience anything. Everything happens only in the mind. Nothing happens to body. Such a simple thing, we can never even think about it. And once you accept it, your quality of your life will change. How I learned this? I am giving these examples not from the books, but from the experiences of life. Once there was something wrong with my big toe. Some growth, like a strawberry was growing, red color. So one person came, did namaskar, and he saw, Swamiji, what is that growing on your big toe? I said, oh, it is a wisdom toe growing. He said, it is not a matter of joke, it is serious. People have got wisdom tooth, I have got wisdom toe. No, it should be operated, otherwise it will become a big issue afterwards. I said, okay, I'll get it done. No, I can do it. I am a surgeon. So I went with him to his clinic, sat on the chair, put my leg on the stool. He gave local anesthesia. And after 15 minutes, then he came, took a rubber hammer and hammered it. He said, how do you feel? I said, I am feeling emotional. You are taking so much of care of me. He said, no, not that. Then what? Do you feel? I said, what? Because there was no feeling in that spot where local anesthesia was set in. He said, okay, now you don't get it. Then he said, you can watch your operation now. He took the scalpel, cut and remove whatever he has to remove, and he congratulated. Everything has come out, there is no remnant remaining behind. So, and then he started stitching. All that I was observing, cutting, removing the things, blood oozing out, stitching going on, and I was observing. That time what went in my mind, I am a great realized yogi. Although my foot is cut, I am not getting pain. Aha! For 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, again the pain started. Oh God! That day I realized when operation was done, the toe was in meditation. See, friends. So where are all the experiences happening? Everything happens only in the mind. Therefore, real spiritual practice is mind your mind. We have to mind your mind. Nobody can do it for us. Slowly, slowly, you will be able to withdraw from this waking world. Somebody said this, somebody said that. All these things will disappear. Okay? And then such a calm and quiet mind, then he will start inquiring as to who is miserable. Husband is miserable. Is the husband reality or the man reality? Then what the husband should do? Kar natak. Natak karo. The day you get this principle across, life becomes very light, not heavy. And in this manner, then janma mrityum tarati. Then we go beyond death and birth. Now be attentive. When this topic of jiva is brought in our scriptures, what we are told that in the last life we did something good or bad, therefore in this life we are going through good or bad experiences and also doing something good and bad. For the result of those karma, next life again we have to go through. Now what we have understood? First, we are other than the body. Second thing, we are never born, never do we die. When I was in the last life, that time this body was not there. But I was there. Meaning what? My existence is independent of the body. The body is because of me. I am not because of the body. And when this body drops, I will suffer or enjoy in the next life. Meaning what? For my existence, even this body is not necessary. Therefore, who am I? This is what Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi says. See friends, we have done nothing. Only properly analyze your own experiences. Therefore, my friends, I told you, real spiritual practice is learn from every single experience of your life. It is not mechanically taking the 110. No. See? So, Janma Mrityu Tarati, we go beyond birth and death. And the truth is, we never suffer because of death. We suffer because of the fear of death. If I die, what will happen? People ask this question. Swamiji, what happens after death? When we are alive, what happened? You just take account of your whole life. Suppose you are 90 not out. Now, what is great that has happened in your life? So when we are alive, nothing great has happened. What will happen after death? People will be happy. That will happen. Thank God, Buddha gone. See, my friends, the purpose is come to recognize yourself to be someone other than the body, and therefore we transcend Janma Mrityu. Neither we are born nor we die. See, before coming to Hyderabad, I was in Mumbai. Before coming to Mumbai, I was in Khandala. Before coming to Khandala, I was in Ranjangaon, a Ganesha temple. Before that, I was somewhere in north. So when I left that place from north, that place is dead for me. I am there. Then I came to Khandala. There I was born. When I left Khandala, that place is dead. I am the same. Then I went to Ranjangaon. There I was born. When I left that place dead. I am the same. Then I came to Mumbai, born in Mumbai. Left Mumbai dead for me. I am in Hyderabad. On 7th evening, Hyderabad will be dead for me. Where did I die? We have done nothing. Only adjust your focal length. The truth is revealed. See? Janma Mrityu Tarati. So, Brahmajanyam Devam Idyam Viditva. And it can happen only when you come to recognize, first, you are not body. Second, you are embodied. Third, you are a soul. And after that, the last step comes in life. And because we take ourselves to be a soul, here we do mistakes. Because of the karma kanda, because of the yoga. See, in these paths, it is said and believed that there is one soul per body. It is here they go wrong. See? And thereafter, if you do this thing, you'll go to heaven. If you do that thing, you'll go to hell. Therefore, friends, after we come to this level, hell and heaven, cause and effect becomes. Thereafter, when we are leading our life in a proper manner, because we don't want to go to hell, so the quality of our life changes, keeping in view the heavenly joys. See? And as a result, when the quality of our life improves, what is the improved quality of life? We are at peace with ourselves. Never try to change anybody in life, change yourself. You cannot change. Then what should be done? What cannot be cured should be endured. What cannot be cured should be enjoyed. Enjoy the foolishness of the world and really celebrate life. Don't become serious about. So, Brahmajanyam Deva Midyam Viditva. So, this Deva, the Jiva, having recognized that I cannot be the body but the soul, thereafter, Nichaye Mam Shanti Matyantam Apnoti. Then he understands that this relative existence has no value for me. It comes and goes. After this principle is understood, now apply this principle in our day-to-day life. Then we have learned it. So we will start. Who is miserable? So we know husband is miserable. Now what is the position of the husband? Man plus the mirror of woman or the wife and the reflection of the man in the mirror of the wife is called a husband. So husband is a matrix of three factors. The man, the wife and the reflection of the man. If these three things are not there, husband cannot be defined. Now out of these three, who is real? Is the reflection in the mirror is real? Is the mirror real or the man real? If the man is not there, can there be a reflection in the mirror of the wife as a husband? Cannot be. But if the wife is not there, man continues to exist. What is the reality? The man. Be attentive. Out of one man, son, husband and father are born. Has the man become many? No. In the same manner, if I stand in front of 10 mirrors, there will be 10 reflections. Have I become many? Then why they appear 10? Because of the 10 conditioning upadhis. Exactly the same way. One mind expressing through the 5 channels as if has become 5. Has it become 5? Think. One eye expressing through the gross, subtle, causal body become the waker, dreamer and deep sleeper. Have I become many? What is happening is, we are lost in a periphery of our personality. Come back to the center. So Brahmajanyam Devam Idyam Viditva Nichayam Imam Shanti Matyantameti. And thus, when you recognize this truth that you are, that you cannot be this body or anything related to the body, you will start attaining peace in your own heart. See? Now after this, Trinachaketastrayame viditva ya evam vidvan chinute nachaketam sa mrityupashan purataha pranodya shokatiko modate svargaloke. And in this manner, when this principle of the karma kanda for going to the heaven, when this is clearly understood, ya evam vidvan chinute nachaketam, thereafter we start living not only for this life what I get, but we are thinking about next life. About this, I'll tell you an example. When we go from here, let us stay to USA. So what we have to do? We may have 100,000 rupees, Indian rupees, but we have to convert that rupee into US dollars. Then they are valid. Is it not? In the same manner, whatever wealth we have in this world, when we go to heaven, we have to convert our wealth into the heavenly currency. Heavenly currency is merit. Hell currency is sins. When we are here living our day-to-day life, dharma is rather the wealth is for the dharma, not for enjoyment. And therefore, in our scriptures, it is told that Shraddhaya Deyam, Ashraddhaya Deyam, Shriya Deyam, Viya Deyam, Samvida Deyam. So, when we are thus giving, then we are converting our this property into the currency which is valid in the heavens. I was in UP somewhere. Some unknown man I happened to meet, and he said, Babaji, what is your plan? I said, no plan. I am waiting if somebody can invite me for lunch, I can take food. Come with me. I said, all right. We went to his house. And he said, be ready to receive abuses and condemnation from my wife and my son. I said, I don't care. As long as I get food, it's okay. When we went to their house, the wife said, आज फिर एक भिखारी को पकड़ के लाए. So he looked at me. Never mind. I am a bhikari. Why should I be ashamed? I don't go for lunch and dinner. I go for bhiksha. Okay. Then when we were taking food, the son came. You have money to spend on these people. You don't have money to give me to buy a Maruti car. Those days, Maruti 800 was the latest arrival in the market. See? So he said, look here. You are my son, so you will get my property and my factory. But I will not leave one single rupee for you. You have to earn. For house and factory, because you are my son, I give it to you. Earn you have to. But why not money? He said, because I am converting my money into the currency which is valid in the heavens. That day I learned this principle from him. See, when we go to different countries, don't we convert our currency? In the same manner, the currency of this world is invalid in the heavens. Heavenly currency is we have to lead a dignified, pure life of merit. Punyatmak Jivan. Then we go to heaven. So, if we have gone to heaven, what will happen? Shokatigo modate sargaloke. Heaven is that where Shokatigaha, we go beyond regrets in life. A person who is carrying the burden of regrets in life till the last moment, he cannot be happy. Regret is such a terrible virus which will not allow us to be at peace. See, about this I'll tell you an example. in our Ammachi's ashram in Amritpuri, Kerala. I used to go there regularly for giving talks. Now it is not possible, running here and there. So when I went, one elderly person came. He said, Swamiji, where are you staying? I said, why should I tell you? No, I want to come and spend some time. I said, I am not a garden. Come and spend time. I am not available. No, I want to come and talk to you. I said, you talk here. Here I cannot talk. Then I said, it's not worth talking. Well, why don't you allow me to come to your room? I said, if I go to somebody's house, if I get fed up, I can walk away. If somebody comes to my house, if I get fed up, जाऊं तो जाऊं कहाँ? Therefore, I never allow anybody to come where I stay. But then I said, no, but and no then. Next day, he wrote something and gave me envelope. And in front of everybody, elderly man, he caught hold of my feet. And he said, unless you loudly promise that you will read what I have written, I will not leave your legs. So naturally, for my survival, I said, okay, I'll read. Then I had to read it. So I read. And what was that? Swamiji, I have married four ladies, but they never knew each other. Government also doesn't know. And I have children from all of them, and blah blah. But now one of the four wives came to know about this, and now all of them divorced me. Now tell me, what should I do? I said, fifth. So what was his life? At the end of his life, he was carrying the burden of regrets. Shokatigo modate svargaloki. In our old age, if we are frustrated, depressed, dejected, regretting our life, we have not lived 1% spiritual life. No regrets. That can come only when we live in this world. While living, we take care of our mind. How much care we take of our body? I eat only organic food. As if there is inorganic food. Everything is organic food. And I eat only house-made, home food only, not hotel food. As if the home food is good. I am totally against that principle. See? Hotel food has to be good. Then only it will be sold in the market. Home food, you have to tell it is good. Then only you will get it next time. I am talking from my experience. Therefore, here breakfast, I said I will take breakfast here. It is definitely better than any homemade. See? Therefore, the more you are back to yourself, you will start working on your mind. Like we work on the body, good food, good health, go for exercise, do exercise so that the body is healthy. Now tell me, what we have done to work on our mind? Zero. Work on the mind. The quantity of thoughts, million thoughts per second, quality of the thoughts, all negative, all laziness. आज करे सो कल करे सो परसों, परसों भी क्या करना, जीना है अब बरसों. All negativities are pumped in this. See, friends, so when we start working on our mind, remember, then a seeker is born. As long as we are living in this world to do good or bad, to prove something, my responsibility, my karma is enough up to a particular level. Beyond that, we have to go, and that is, now we start working on our mind. So, Shokatigo modate svargaloke. Now we have no regrets, no nothing. We are at peace. Remaining at peace with oneself is living in heaven. Can there be a simpler spiritual life than what our Upanishad tells? Shokatigo modate svargaloke. Thereafter, एषते अग्नि नचिकेत स्वर्ग्यो यमव्रणिता द्वितीयेन वरेण एतमग्निं तवैव प्रवक्षन्ति जनांसः तृतीयं वरं नचिकेतो वृणीष्व. So Yamara said, hey Nachiket, whatever you have understood it, I am so happy. Now I bless you that this Agni will be named after you, and now you can ask the third boon that I have promised you. Now the third boon is asked by Nachiketa. Ye yam prete vichikitsa manushe asti teke nayam asti iti chaike etad vidyam anushishtastvayaham varanamesha varastrutiyaha. Now this is the third boon among the three boons that you have promised. What is that? Vichikitsa means doubt. Yeyam prete vichikitsa manushe. When somebody dies, there is a doubt among the people. What? Asti iti eke nayam asti iti chaike. Some of them say, after the death, we continue to exist. Some of them say, no, we don't continue to exist. So between these two, what is the truth? This is the question. See? When somebody dies, does he continue to exist or the story is over? Or if he continues to exist, then who is he? What is he? This is the third question. Etad vidyam anushishtastvayam. Now I want to know from you what is the truth. When somebody dies, who dies first? And after the death, what remains? There is something or there is nothing. Kindly tell me what is the truth. See? Now in reply to this, now the real examination of the student, Nachiket begins. Devairatrapi vichikittam pura nahi suvidneyam anuresha dharmaha anyam varam nachiketo vrunishva mamo parotsi pratima srajainam. When the truth, what is our essential nature, is asked. So what is the question? When the body dies, the jiva goes to hell or heaven. Now the question is, who is jiva? And where does he go after the body dies? So the question is about our essential nature. And therefore, Nachiket says, this Yamara says, Devaihi atra api vichikichitam pura. Hey Nachiket, many gods also asked the same question. They also could not understand what happens after death. They were also confused. Nahi sudneyam anuresha dharma. It is not easy to comprehend. Because anuresha dharma, esha dharma, this reality is subtler than the subtlest. What the Westerners call it as God particle. I was in UK, somebody asked me this question. Swamiji, kindly tell us what is God particle? I said, I don't talk on stupid subjects. Do you think the scientists, they are telling God particle is stupid? I said, no, it is the height of stupidity. How come? I say, simple rule. What is the particle of the infinite? Infinite cannot have particles. Infinite plus minus anything continues to be infinite. You cannot fraction. You can imagine. See? Now come back to our same example. Is the son a particle of the man? Is the husband a particle of the man? Is the father the particle of the man? Where are they? They are nowhere. And yet they are troubling us. See? So here the teacher says, Nahi sudneyam anuresha dharma. It is very difficult to understand, okay? Don't worry about it. Very difficult. Anyam varam nachiketo vranishva. You can ask something else. I give you option. I will not say, now this question is gone, your all options are over. No. Ask something else. Mamu parotsi ratima srujayanam. Now don't catch me in my words. I told you, ask any three boons. First two boons I could make it. But the third boon, don't ask. This is not very easy. Meaning, it is not for you. Normally, what we would have done, okay, then get me one Mercedes. Very three people can think, only Mari Sadi Gadi. Mercedes means Mari and Sadi. We can't go beyond that. So Nachiketa, now he responses. This is the quality of a seeker. Devairatrapi vichikichitam kila tvam cha mrityu yanna sudneyamatta vakta chasya tva drug anyo nalabhyaha nanyo varastu tulya etasya kaschit. Oh, hey Yamaraj, Devaihi atrapi vichikichitam kila. About this topic, even gods were inquiring. That means I am not an average mortal. I am asking godly questions. Thank you very much to myself. Then, Tvam Chamrutyu Yanna Sudneya Mathya. And you also told, it is very difficult to understand. Now tell me, Twadruk Anya Vaktaha Nalabhyaha. Can there be a better teacher than you? Because you are on the threshold of life and death and afterlife, after death. Who can tell exactly what is the truth? Therefore, I want to know this and this only, because I don't want to miss this opportunity that you are my teacher. Vakta cha satva druk anyo nalabhya. Na anyaha varastulya etasya kaschit. Therefore, I don't want to know anything other than who am I. Our Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi is like Nachiket. Nothing ever attracted him. He went to death, Nachiket. You all know the story of Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi. When he saw some death in his family, then he was playing death. And then he saw his body set in rigor mortis, and then he saw, come on, I continue to exist. I can't be this. See, friends. Therefore, no anya varaha tulya etasya kaschit. There is nothing worthy of knowing than who am I. Now see, do you know who was the 7th President of America? Do you know? No. Does it make any difference? Do you know what was the weight of Mahatma Gandhi at the time of death? No, yaar, I don't know. Does it make any difference? But who am I? It makes a difference. See how important it is. All other things, it makes no difference. Difference is when we know ourselves. Therefore, Nachiket said, no, other than this, I want nothing. You have to tell me this only. So first of all, the teacher is examining the quality of the student, try to dissuade him from this topic. Even then, the student is insisting, no, I want to know the truth. Okay. Then second attempt on the part of Yamaraj to divert the attention of the student. Shatayushaha putra pautran vranishva Bahun Pashun Hasti Hiranyamashvan Bhumer Mahat Ayatanam Vrunishva Swayam Cha Jiva Sharado Yavadichasi. I bless you for Shatayushaha. May you live for hundreds of years. Putra Pautran Vrunishva. May you have the putra, the children, the grandchildren, etc. Many of them. And how to maintain them? Bahun Pashun Hasti Hiranyam Ashwan. You will have tremendous wealth in the world. So you don't have to worry about earning, nicely live for hundreds and hundreds of years with all your family members around you. But where to stay? Bhumer Mahat Ayatanam Vrunishva. The whole earth I give you. You live on this earth as the only one ruling the whole world with all prosperity. And Swayam cha Jiva Sharado Yavadichasi. And may you live as many years as you want. I will not come and ask you to come back. Live as much as you want. How much temptation? When all these things were said, Nachiket was absolutely calm and quiet. No reaction, no nothing, just quiet. So, Yamaraj thought, now what to do with this boy? He is very insisting to know about the truth. Then he says, okay. Etat tulyam yadi manyase varam vrunishva vittam chirajivikam cha mahabhumo nachiketas swamedhi kamanam tam kama bhajam karomi. Like this is just an example I gave you. Like this, whatever you think, whether wealth or longevity, whatever you want, hey my dear Nachiket, you ask. The whole earth is given to you, and may you enjoy your life the way you decide. There will not be any problem of any kind for you. So, get lost in this, and nothing is. So, what is that? He continues. Ye kama durlabha martyaloke sarvan kaman chandataha prarthayasva ima rama saratha saturya na hidrusha labbaniya manushyahi abhimat prattabihi paricharayasva nachiketo maranam manuprakshi. But Nachiket, don't ask what happens after death. Don't ask. Why? Ye kama durlabha martyaloke. What is impossible to enjoy in the mortal world, all those enjoyments, sarvan kama chandataha prarthayasva. May you enjoy the way you decide. There will be no rules and regulation. And imarama saratha saturya, and these beautiful apsaras, along with their vehicles and the drivers and everything, they are all yours. Nahi idrusha lambhaniya manushyahi. This kind of enjoyment is not meant for human beings. Abhi mat prattabhi parijarayasva. If you have got a wife from a very rich family, she will make you work. He said, no. Abhi mat prattabhi parijarayasva. They may be the apsaras, but they will serve you. They will not ask you any service from you. Therefore, Nachiketo maranam manuprakshi. But don't ask this question, what happens to the soul after death? He fades. By this, what is meant is only one thing. This knowledge is not meant for those who are still enchanted in these worldly achievements and failures. And you don't have to take it very seriously. Take your own experience. When you go to sleep, what you do? Start discarding everything, is it not? Or achievements, failures, friends, enemies, relations, everything you start discarding. To what extent? To the extent that the one who was discarding, he is also ultimately discarded. Therefore, it is an eternal sleep. We will be living in this relative world. but no more influenced by the relativity. Like water supports ocean the cause, wave the effect, but water is not contaminated by the cause and effect. So when the waves are dancing and dying, water is neither dancing nor dying. When the waters are as ocean, waters do not get drowned in the ocean. This experience is living in God. This is what called as realization. Realization is not you have got various kinds of various siddhis, not taking food for 6 months. Then that becomes the great thing. So what we want to prove? See friends, in meditation for 6 months, our amphibians like frogs go into hibernation for 6 months. Better nirvikalpa samadhi without any practice, without any asana. That cannot be the goal of life. We have to transcend the relativity, although functioning in the relative world. That is what is spiritual life. See, my friends. And therefore, Nachiket is not enchanted by this. And now see, this is the height of dispassion a seeker must have. He says, Shobhava martyasya yadantakaitat sarvendriyanam jarayanti tejaha api sarvam jivitam alpameva tavaiva vahastava nritya gite. Now repeat this after me. I'll chant one by one word so that the lullaby effect will disappear. Shobhava martyasya yadantakaitat Shobhava मर्त्यस्य यदन्तकैतत सर्वेन्द्रियाणां जरयन्ति तेजः अपि सर्वं जीवितम् अल्पमेव तवैव वाहा तव नृत्यगीते. This is the perfect dispassion. He said, you are giving me so many things to enjoy. But you know what? Shobhava martyasya yadantakaita. Hey Antaka, hey Yamaraj, anything that exists in this world perishes tomorrow. Shva means tomorrow. Abhava means absence. What is today doesn't continue to be the same tomorrow. So how can you enjoy for long? See? In old days, see the oldies talking about same thing. When I was young, I used to eat 16 Tirupati laddu. Now, if I look at the picture, I get stomachache. Don't have to eat even. See? Therefore, whatever are our abilities to indulge and enjoy, it goes down day by day, day by day. And sarvendriyanam tejaha jarayanti. Therefore, the ability to indulge and enjoy goes down with age. Then, api sarvam jivitam alpameva. Whatever may be your longevity, it is never enough. See? We may think, the other day I received one WhatsApp from somewhere. Swamiji, my nani is 94 or 96 and she also had cancer. But I love her very much. But my mama is not ready to understand this thing. She has taken care of everybody. Is it not our duty? We should take care of her, blah, blah. She is in the hospital, in the ICU. Now what should be done and all that? I didn't reply. On the third day, I replied. I said, has anybody asked you your opinion about that? No. Why you give your opinion? Who asked you? Number one. Two, Do you have authority to deal with the old lady and her son? No. Why do you get involved? Then, what Swamiji? I feel very bad. Then feel. Who cares? Don't get involved in this world. God's creation is perfect. This principle I learned, my friend. I happen to be a good friend of my Tamilian friend in Calcutta. When I went to see him, he was, having cancer, bone cancer, and lying on the bed. So his wife told me, Swamiji, don't touch him. His bones crack. He's so fragile. So I saw him, felt very bad. This happened maybe 40, 30 years before. So I did Mrityunjay Mahamantra 108 times. Oh God, please save him, please save him. After that, I went for satsang. And that Mahatmaji, from whom I learned so many things, I was sitting there and he never asked, nor I asked anybody anything in my life. He had nothing to ask. You know yourself. Then he asked me, yes, you want to ask something? I said, yes. Then I told this is what I have done. Now tell me, whether praying for his good health was a right act on my behalf or wrong. So he told me, done is done. Don't regret or condemn or congratulate yourself. Topic is over. Learn from that. Now what you have to learn? Do you think the God is ignorant and illiterate to decide what is right for whom? You have to teach him. Don't meddle in God's creation. Be friends. His vision is different. Our vision is different. Like a simple example, in a house, the child gets up at night, 1 o'clock, and wakes up, Mummy, I have to go to bathroom. Go yourself. No, I am afraid. So mummy goes with the child, he does the bathroom and comes back. Why the mother is not afraid? For the child going from one room to other room. But for the mother, both the rooms are within the same house. Exactly the same way. For me, going from here to there. But from the God's point of view, coming out of this human body and going into a donkey body, what difference it makes? See, my friends, recognize this truth. Therefore, api sarvam jivatam alpameva. Whatever may be the longevity of our life, it is never enough. Alpameva. Therefore, tavaiva vahas tavanrityagite. Hey Bhagwan Yamaraj, all the things that you have shown me, the beautiful girls and the nice vehicles and all indulgence, you may keep for yourself. I don't need it. Why? न वित्तेन तर्पणीयो मनुष्यो लप्स्यामहे वित्तमद्राक्ष्म चेत्वा जीविष्यामो या विदिष्यसि त्वं वरस्तु मे वर्णीय स एव. Now see the analysis. न वित्तेन तर्पणीयो मनुष्य. Whatever amount of money you may get, you will never say it is enough. One of the spiritual practice, draw a line. Thus far, not further. We have to draw this line. Nobody can do it for us. How many things we keep on accumulating. Whatever faculties God has given us, use those faculties, produce wealth, but not for myself, but for the society where we are living. See, friends, na vittena tarpaniyo manusyaha. And lapsyamahe vittamadrakshma chetva. And now when I have seen you, hey Yamaraj, do you think I will have to go and beg from somebody? Everybody know he is very close to Yamaraj, so give him all the wealth. So Kubera will give me all the wealth. Therefore you don't have to give me a blessing. And Jivishyamo yavad ishyasitvam. And I will definitely continue to live as long as you are holding the portfolio of death. in this cycle. I will be there. And therefore, all these temptations have no meaning for me. Then, varastu me varaniyasaiva. I want nothing but this only and nothing else. Ajiryatam amrutanam upetya jiryan martya kwadhasta prajanan avidhyayan varnarati pramodan ati dirghe jivite korameta. Ajiryatam amrutanam upetya jiryan martya. The martya, the mortals who are becoming old and die, and how somebody can think of long life having approached the immortals like you, and abhidhyayan varnarati pramodan, knowing well what is the meaning of indulgence. Be attentive. Human mind cannot remain attracted toward the same thing, same person, same place, same job, same situation, infinite way. It cannot. This is the manufacturer's defect. You cannot change it. And if we understand this thing, then we will not get too much involved with anything. But when we don't understand, then we keep on changing. Somewhere I read, when I was in US, average American changes 4 wives in a lifetime and 6 houses in a lifetime. They are sincere. We don't click, okay? Say bye-bye, no bitterness. This Coca-Cola bottle yours, this is mine. Separate. Live in the same house. Therefore, knowing well, avidhyayana varnarati pramodan, all the worldly enjoyment, indulgence cannot attract us. See, initially when I was going around the world, whether it was North America, South America, then your Africa, then Middle East, then Europe, Scandinavia, then Australia, New Zealand, China, Japan. Wherever I was going, first time, always going and see what are the things, what are the things. How many times? First 5, 6 years. Now, from the home to the lecture hall, from the lecture hall to the home, what is there to see? Human mind cannot remain attracted towards anything eternally. Therefore, abhidhyayan varnarati pramodan, all the enjoyment that we get out of indulgence, it can never remain. Therefore, ati dirghe jivite korameta, living long, what to do? See, friend, this is also a good analysis. Understand? Somebody lives for 20 years. Other person lives for 100 years. Third person lives for 200 years. Fourth person lives for 2000 years. Now, for all of them, childhood is the same. Is it that a person who lives for 2000 years, his childhood was for 500 years? His childhood was only 5, 6, 7 years. Thereafter, only old age. What will you do living long? See? Therefore, ati dirghe jivite korameta. What is there to live long for? And therefore, all the blessings that you are giving me, those blessings are okay. Give to those who demand it. I don't want any one of them. And then, last mantra in this valli, Yasmin nidam vichikititante mrityo yat samparaye mahati bruhinastat yoyam varo gudam anupravishtaha nanyam tasmat nachiketa vrunvite. Therefore, hey Mrityu Bhagavan, kindly, whatever I ask you, what happens to us after the death? What is the meaning of death? What is beyond death and before death? Yat samparaye mahati bruhinastat. This is the biggest question among all the human beings. So, yoyam varaha gudam anupravishtaha. This is the most subtle thing. Nobody knows what happens after death. You go to hell, you go to heaven. None of us have gone to hell and heaven. Why? We are self-sufficient. We make our hell and heaven here itself. Therefore, kindly tell me, Gudha Anupravishtaha Varam. This is the most secret thing. Nobody has answered it any time. And therefore, na anyam varaha nachaketa vrunite. Therefore, I do not want any other thing other than this. Kindly tell this. See? Now, with this, the first chapter of the Prathama Valli is over. Now we take the second Valli. And here the teacher will be examining the quality of the student. Pariksha Shishya Vidya Yogyatam Cha Avagaham. So, to find out how much the student is qualified. When an unqualified student is given knowledge, it is detrimental to him as well as to the society. Therefore, in Bhagavad Gita, if you go toward the end, Bhagavan Krishna says, let this knowledge be not given to those who have Shraddha, who don't have Shraddha in me and who condemn me. To them this knowledge should not be given. Therefore, Shraddhavan labate jnanam. If we start with a wrong note, there is no point in talking to such people. What is the proof? Bhagwan Ram was there. Now, to such people, do you think we should talk? They are all gone cases. So also, what is the truth? This is the second important topic. We'll take it in our tomorrow's satsang. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.